Hello, everybody, and welcome to another True Purpose podcast. Once again, my name is Jeremy Graham, and I'm the president and founder of True Purpose Ministries. And I have a very special guest here today. Her name is Catt Dees. She is the director over the Celebrate Recovery for Rio Revolution. And as you know, last week we had Pastor Pacer, and once again, we're just so thankful for the Rio Revolution family. Rio Revolution, of course, is where our guys from Maryville go to church. And they also go to Celebrate Recovery every Tuesday night. And so I asked Catt to come on to really talk about Celebrate Recovery, because if you ever come into True Purpose Ministries, this is where you're going to be going every Tuesday night. And in my opinion, and again, when I say this, I'm not trying to offend any other Celebrate Recoveries out there. But in my opinion, Rio Revolution just does an absolutely excellent job. Catt, you do a wonderful job. On a given night, every Tuesday night, it's usually no less than 200 people there. It is alive. It's not dead. It is just a really good time and very supportive. We have a lot of groups, of course. She'll talk about that. But it's just really good for everybody to really get involved with and be able to come to on a Tuesday night and really gain a lot of support. I love the Celebrate Recovery model. For those of you who do not know that, she'll talk about this a little bit too, but basically it's still 12-step, but it's our Christian model or 12-step model. And so, again, we know that a lot of people have tried to take God out of the 12 steps, but that's what I love about Celebrate Recovery, is that we're putting God right back into it. And of course, God is our foundation. So, Catt, if you don't mind, just talk a little bit about CR and talk a little bit about what happens on a Tuesday night, and ultimately what you and Rio Revolution is trying to help, how you're trying to help the community through the Celebrate Recovery.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I'm
no
excited.
problem.
I'm not used to sitting in this seat.
Yeah.
As far as Celebrate Recovery, one of the many things I love about it is that it's not just about drugs and alcohol. It's about hurts, habits, and hang-ups.
Yes.
And so I personally believe that the chemical dependencies are just a symptom of the root cause. And so what Celebrate Recovery does is gives us a safe place to really look at the root cause and deal with those issues so that we no longer need the dysfunctional behavior, which
good.
sometimes that may manifest as food addiction, codependency, anger, right? Struggles with sexual integrity. So it's a variety of things. And so I love that. Whatever your struggle is, we've got a spot for you at Celebrate Recovery. And I love that it's a judgment-free zone. We love you exactly where you're at. Not that we condone the behavior, but we're just going to love and support you through the process, right?
That's what. Excuse me. That's what I told Pastor last week. I remember is that that's one thing I love about our church is the Rio Revolution Church. That network that we have there. We have all of our guys, of course, are showing up. We've got tattoos all over us, and we are not judged one time. They don't look down their nose at us. We can wear shorts. We can wear T-shirts. Yes. There's even hats worn in the sanctuary, and again, that's not out of a lack of reverence of God, but it is a welcoming of everybody, and everybody just feels comfortable there. And so, same with CR. We never feel judged. It's a big family, and so we appreciate that from y'all. So
the one thing I love is that we recognize that, one, we're not there to fix anybody.
Yeah.
We're just there to introduce you to the one who can, right?
That's right.
You fall madly in love with Jesus, and he's going to take care of all that stuff.
Amen.
We just give you the tools and the equipment.
Yeah.
And the other part of Celebrate Recovery is it's not one individual that's doing all the teaching. We are so blessed to have phenomenal speakers that come every week and minister to us.
Yeah.
You'd be amazed how many leaders we have in this community alone that have a history in recovery or addiction.
Right. That's right.
And so they're able to minister from a place of personal experience.
Yes.
So they get it. They've been there, done that, right?
Yeah.
So it's never out of judgment. It's never to wag a finger at you to tell you what you should do or shouldn't do. It's they speak from their heart. And we can learn a lot from each other.
Yes, we can.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. And I tell you, those people that come in to speak, I'm one of them, of course. I usually try to speak once a month, and I love it. I call it family. It's my family, of course, being able to go and talk to my people, so to speak. But all of the other people that we have in there, just like you said, they are just phenomenal people that has learned deliverance and learned how Jesus Christ changed their life. And we can come in simply and just tell you how we did it. There's wonderful topics that are taught on.
Yes.
Do you what are some topics that that you may talk about a lot at CR, and also, if you don't mind, talk about your groups that are after the big group.
Absolutely. So one of the other wonderful things about Celebrate Recovery is that they actually have a curriculum.
Okay, yeah.
And so we do have topics that we work through that if you actually attend to Celebrate Recovery for an entire year, you will actually have worked through the 12 steps.
Great.
So we start at denial. We deal with tough issues like unforgiveness, what that looks like and how that can affect or interfere with our ability to recover.
Right.
We talk about inventory. We talk about amends. I mean, we walk you through the entire 12 steps.
That's awesome.
Now, as far as the groups that you're talking about, so a normal night on a Tuesday night is we come in at 6 o'clock and we serve a free meal. So please come family style, eat as much as you want. We tend to have leftovers, right?
Yeah.
And then at 7 o'clock, we start what's called large group, and that will entail, we make announcements. We always have upcoming events, some fun activities, and then we have worship, and then we lead right into our speaker.
Okay.
After our speaker, I think one of the highlights of the evening is our chip ceremony.
Yeah,
I don't even know how to begin to explain it. Just come, experience it one time, because the love, the enthusiasm, the support that room is filled with, it is so contagious.
Sure.
Right? You
Yeah.
leave there inspired. Like if they can do it, if they can be sober for 9 days, 30 days, 6 months.
Yeah.
We just had someone last night receive a 40-year chip.
Wow.
Big deal, right?
40
and,
years.
And you would have thought, like, man,
Man.
I mean, it's a great thing. Come
That's
once,
awesome.
I promise you'll be hooked. So after large group, we then break out into what are called open share groups. And that's, you know, in large group is when we receive, the speakers come and they pour out their knowledge and their experience. And then we're able to transition into our share groups. And that's when we're able to take what they've shared with us and actually apply it to ourselves. Like, how does that apply to me in my struggles? I actually facilitate a codependency group, which is considered a co-occurring, because we also talk about abuse, whether it's physical, emotional, or sexual. And so let's say someone is talking about forgiveness for that evening.
Yeah.
We then translate that into share groups. So how does that apply to someone such as myself who's experienced abuse? How do I begin to forgive someone who may not be repentant for what they've done? Right?
Yeah.
And so we kind of, it's the share groups are our opportunity to process and then leave there, hopefully, with new tools and new revelations of how to work our recovery better.
Okay, so we're talking about the groups. We're talking about sharing some of that real down deep information. Talk about your confidentiality, if you don't mind, about how they can really trust you as Celebrate Recovery.
Something that's unique to our Celebrate Recovery. So for just a brief moment, I'm going to talk about Celebrate Recovery at Real Revolution. We are a very rambunctious group. We love to share with the community what we've got going on.
Yeah.
So you will see us taking pictures at the altar, people receiving chips, and we do all that with the permission of the participants.
Yep.
Celebrate Recovery as a whole completely honors and respects everyone's confidentiality and anonymity.
Amen.
So never will we put it on blast that someone's attending a large group or part of a share group. We will, if we see you in the community, we'll say hi to you, but we will never say, hey, you're part of that Celebrate Recovery.
Amen.
Because we recognize that's your story to tell, not ours, right?
Yes.
And
Amen.
so one of the things we're working towards is streaming in the jails. We want to give those that may be locked up right now an opportunity to maybe start working their recovery. And we completely honor and respect the anonymity, so that even as we stream our services, that no one's attendance will be disclosed. And the leaders sign a confidentiality agreement that anything that they're aware of through share groups or large group is never to be shared, even with their spouses, their family members, not even their dogs.
So it's 100% confidential.
Absolutely.
So when they share, it knows that they know that it stays in that group.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
that's what's key. I mean, you know, there's not a lot of people that have the money or the insurance to be able to go and talk to a therapist, but there are people that are there with Celebrate Recovery that do these groups that have come a long way and that have really been gifted and versed in some of these techniques that the therapists use to be able to do these small groups and really offer a really fine a way of being able to talk about your problems and ultimately get healing. Because ultimately what we want to do is we want to bring Jesus Christ into that hurt, that pain, that habit, that hang up, and allow him to change, just like Catt was saying. And so once again, Catt, you know, it's an absolute honor to have you on. And of course, this is, if you're thinking about coming to True Purpose Ministry, I'm going to say it again, this is where we'll be going on Tuesday night. But if you are not coming into True Purpose Ministries and this is something that you would like to partake in, of course, please go to a Facebook page. You can also go to the Rio Revolution website page. But the Facebook page, I really would love for you to go and like and share that as well, because just like Catt said, there's a lot of videos, or maybe not video. Well, there's some videos on there, but maybe a lot of pictures of people getting those chips. Just a lot of success stories. There's some testimonies on there, and it's something that can really help you out in your walk, and especially your walk of recovery. And so please go like and share their Facebook page, and also go on the website at Real Revolution. And once again, I just want to thank you, Catt, and I want to thank Pastor Pacer for all that y'all do for our men, because it's awesome to be able to minister our men here, but when we can take them other places that we trust and know that they're in good hands, it's absolutely amazing. So we really appreciate you.
We love having you. I mean,
thank
just
you.
having those men, I mean, they change the atmosphere. So we love having you all. But can I put a quick plug in?
Sure, yeah, go
that
ahead.
if for any reason Tuesday night doesn't work for you, we also have a second meeting on Thursday nights at our
true.
411 campus.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
we would love to invite you. Same format, very similar. We start at 6 o'clock with a free meal, and we do large group at 7, and then we break out into share groups at 8. So if you like a much smaller community, if you happen to live on that side of town, it's 5939 Highway US 411. We would love to have you. So please join us on a Thursday night as well.
All right. Amen. All right. Well, that sounds good. Well, again, on this video, please like and share it as well to Facebook. Like and share it on YouTube. And there's a subscribe button also down there that you can hit. And every time we put out a new video, of course, it will notify you. But we just hope that you have a blessed week. And again, if you need to visit a great Celebrate Recovery, Real Revolution is the one to go to, in my opinion. So be blessed and have a great day.